going to be playing Ethan.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
I may need to move the broadcast bar because I haven't played this game in a long time, so I wasn't sure where to put the bar.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry, the sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now, no need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
The things I do to complete a contract.
Alright, let's do this tutorial area around here. Is there anything in that? Oh, let's get as much gold as we can.
Well, that explains the smell anyway.
Here. I guess we can sell this. Oh, never mind, that didn't even have any value. There we go, there's the key.
Did you expect a needle?
Oh, a potion, nice. Let's take all that food. Is this worth reading? Oh, I guess that's if you don't understand how to do this puzzle. Alright, time for the classic RPG strategy. The sheepskin experience.
I yield to none.
Oh, that did a lot of damage. How did I do this overhead thing? I want to fix that. I'm just gonna check the controls quick. Oh, there we go. Alright, sorry about that.
You there. Come here.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring Magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye opens, and then another.
Is my shift over? You here to relieve me? Wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy scrounger? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
The Magister considers you, shrugs, and curls his hands into fists.
You're honest, I'll give you that. Doesn't mean I'll be letting you go scot-free, though.
Alright, let's have our first real fight then.
I should have known there'd be trouble.
Alright, what are we gonna do first? Battering ram him. Get a good hit on him. Bridge ourselves. And give him a little slap on the foot or something. That does a lot of damage.
doesn't it?
Oh,
So
critical
much
hit,
for a
nice.
peaceful stroll.
Does he have anything? He's got a little bit of gold on him. Yeah, we've probably got enough health for this.
The prisoner's eyes meet yours. He speaks not with gratitude, but with gleeful malevolence.
Ah, freedom tastes better than wine. And I can set you free in return. Say your prayers while you've breath to speak them, lad. The halls await.
Guess it makes sense there'd be a reason for him to be in here. There we go. Let's encourage ourselves and give him a little punch. We're gonna cripple him. Actually, hit. There we go. And then knock him over again. And now just attack him. There we go. He probably doesn't have anything. Yeah. There we go, we're at full health again. Oh. A little bit of extra gold. Take those potion bottles. Another one.
Empty.
Here, we'll take that. Nothing there. Oh no, a potion. Definitely want to get as many of those as possible just in case. Alright, let's move this. Oops. There we go.
Junk. And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the
Yeah, we'll
meantime,
be
our
out of it
next
soon
stop
enough,
will be
though.
Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Yeah, let's play along for now.
The good ship
Probably the safest
Merryweather.
bet.
But you can stand at ease there, Private. You do realize you're not in the army here, don't you?
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
No lesions.
Yeah, let's not tell them about that.
He was bled by magic.
They can
Bloody
find
murder.
it for
Looks like
themselves.
someone's hit the Hall of Echoes a little early.
A young magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass. Behind the magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
No trauma. He was bled by magic.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does. Aren't you enterprising? I'll let Waters tell you no herself. Go ahead. She's with the body.
Let's see what they have to say about it.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwoken followed the source that did this.
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
I don't know, Source is a crazy thing.
Not with that collar on, you aren't. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
1 gold coin, I guess. I don't know. Turn someone in for a gold coin. It seems worth it.
Thanks. I just want to catch whoever did this before they hurt anyone else.
Ah, there you are. Husband.
I don't know, I think it was Los.
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly, deathly allergical. How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else. What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we? You'd presume right. Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better. Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
That seems normal enough. Let's get out of here, though.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
She shakes her head.
Game for one, I'm afraid. Rolling dice. Deciding fates. Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
She smiles
Yeah, it's
contemptuously.
not Custer.
Just a kitten in a corner, aren't we?
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
The Magister starts, recognition growing on his face as he looks right at you.
You look just like...
The Magister's face turns white. He makes a move to step backwards, then stops himself as his hand closes on the weapon at his hip.
It is you. Ifan Ben Mesd. I remember you. You were my captain's commander way back in the war.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
I don't know if we should go with that one right now. But Ethan doesn't really seem like a liar either.
The Magister's
Let's
eyes
go with that
darken. His face closes over into a cold mask.
I always knew you'd end up down low. Lower even than us nobodies in the rank and file. The higher the climb, the louder the splat when you fall. And Fort Joy, you're about to fall further than you thought possible. And I'll be listening for the splat. Happy landings.
Carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You one of them? A Divine Order loyal? They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake.
Come on, please, Losa.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's
The ship, of course.
turnips and water are all
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magister's more concern than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
The fellow cocks his ear, listening.
That isn't anger. It's
He cocks his ear to the other side, then smiles.
anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though.
My character even
Listen,
have breaches on right now. They couldn't be bothered to give my character some shoes or something? Wow. Alright.
Seems to me you should be a little more afraid. There's a killer about, after all.
Till overboiling a bit of
There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news. No, you beautiful idiot. That wasn't any rat. It was the wheel.
That's
Squeaks
a interesting
whenever the
compliment.
helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Pardon my beard. That means if we've been travelling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe
Ah, so you've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll go far, mate, even here. Captain, actually. And that figure tells me we're getting close to the Joy. Close to what lies beyond it, too.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
He continues stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and doesn't acknowledge you anymore.
I know you can.
If you'll be pardoning me, I'll be much...
Guess we can't ask him about the murder then. What about the cook?
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
Oh.
Well, what have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
My, we are fierce, aren't we? Not to worry. I'll soon remedy that. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
till overboiling a bit of cabbage becomes a crime, I shall hold my head steady.
Ah, music to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor? Oh, but to feel the caress of satin on my scarlet skin once more. A most satisfactory answer indeed. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after. The very basics, then. I suppose that's a start. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate. As per your own testimony, you can cook, tailor, and groom. Well, that just about settles it. I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave. You should probably come to terms with the fact that you've half a mind, full stop. Rein in your impertinence, will you? I'm a fair man, but I won't spare the rod. Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy. Now shoot!
Yeah, we'll go over our duties,
I'll
alright.
give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and takes your hand, turning it this way and that, examining it from every angle. Finally, he pinches your skin, gently tugging at it.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely
Well,
oblivious
it's
to your presence.
fascinating. His skin makes it sound like he doesn't have any.
I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Oh no, my instinct to survive is quite strong, as with all mortals. I'm not sure why you would... Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some cultural taboo. How difficult. You have my apologies, human. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
It was one of them. I know it.
I'm trying to concentrate.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Understanding is all rather relative. Take this book, for example. I understand all of it, and yet none of it makes sense. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already. No, I want to know about the Celestial.
Yeah, true.
I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
We just skipped to the part where I reassure you and you shut up.
You think me mad?
Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else?
What are you trying to hear anyway?
Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your questions.
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're the cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying
Trust me, with Bishop Alexander in charge, things will get a lot better from here on out. He's God-woken, you know. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Keep those bubbles trained on her, and if she tries to run, shoot her.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's
Who's that?
mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Pt.1. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
Oh.
I'm just
Probably
about to
not good.
create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
What's happened?
Alright, time to grab all the food from you. The ultimate plate heist. Oh yeah. Alright, let's take this one. Oh, let's take this stuff to sell. I guess they don't have anything on them. Oh my... That's what I think it is. Yeah, give me them pants. Give me those pants.
The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but her eyes are wide open, like those of a corpse. Dark, greyish-black clouds swirl through them. The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound.
Are we able to give her like a potion or anything?
The Magister lies on the floor.
I didn't pick a healer, so we can't heal her. But I don't think she'd survive anyways. Finn's not here.
Oh! What? What happened? Must have been the turnips. You dare strike a royal? Ooh!
The lizard's eyes close as he slips into unconsciousness.
Oh, it is dead.
The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stock still. You can't see if he's living or dead. You hear a faint thud, thud, thud. He's alive, but only just.
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
It's no use. Your words do not seem to reach her.
The dice roll darkly. They're rolling for me.
That's touchy.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters.
Oh, that's not nice.
Damn. That doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
Right, let's take this out, because it'll give us some experience. There we go, its armor's down. Ooh, critical hit. There we go. Oh, okay. Eyeball.
God damn it. Need to get off this wreck. Quick.
Well, I could fetch a good price. Get a gold cup, a candle. Oh, never mind. I guess we can't take that. Alright, let me pull out a different weapon for a second. I'm just gonna break the store down. Here we go. Schmack. Schmack. Schmackle. And schmack.
Thank the gods! By divine grace, what was...
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer!
The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of you. He leaps to attention, then whispers loudly to the other Magister.
Don't just cower there, Rix! Take out your blade!
Rix raises his sword, which shakes to the rhythm of his trembling hand.
There we go. That one's almost down. Oh, we're gonna stop both of them down. There we go. Kick him out. Oh no. Also have to be more tactical this time. I'm gonna go grab some tea though. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters. Damn. That doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
Critical hit. Alright, let's go in from this one. What's our inventory looking like? Oh, we still got a lot of space. Probably should have read that. Read it.
Thank the gods! By divine grace, who was that howling?
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer!
He leaps to attention and brandishes his blade.
Alright, he's not actually able to get an attack in, so that's a lot better. Oh, we just finished him off in one turn. Nice. They had a little bit of loot on them.
Ah, Alexander. Just in case we forget who holds us captive.
And you thought Rivellon was flat?
Oh, okay, we can steal a whole painting. Nice. Oh yeah, resurrection scroll. That'll be good. Burn myself a little bit. Oh, there's the skull mark.
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No, no, no! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid. No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
Yes, indeed. It's the look of someone that wants to read the bloody book he's holding. Now, if you're really quite finished, I believe you have lifeboats to flee to. please. I was no more an elf than you are those rags you're wearing. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed me to take that primitive form. A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands.
The skeleton holds up his book in one quick, frustrated movement.
I am trying to discover if there is anyone worth saving, and I will be damned if I let the lives of some mayflies get in my way. Go on, go. Swim or drown or do whatever takes your fancy. I have a book to read.
Wasn't he nice?
God damn it. Need to get off this wreck. Quick.
Something's pounding on the hull!
Not my character.
The marking on the door
They
was
even sound
painted
like him.
recently, judging from its pungent scent. You recognize the symbol immediately for what it is, a warning of death fog within. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The color drains from your hand, and you are left numb. It doesn't budge. The door groans open, but an ashen shadow
Why would my
clouds
character
your
not
mind.
just use the key to begin with?
Deathlock! I need to get out of here now!
Can't do that one, can we? Nothing on him anyways. Yeah, we can sell that. I think that's all looting we can really do. Actually, never mind. Some barrels there.
Gods, I need to get off this ship.
Let's move back here for now. That was just not full foot down. And let's encourage ourselves. We can take a hit at this one, and we can knock this one over. Anyway, come on. There we go. there. Let's see if we can get this water up here. Let's try and get this as far up as possible. I have to move this one up here. Oh, wait, we can just pick it up. There we go. Got burned a little bit, but that's fine. There's not really any reason to go back that way, so let's go back to here. That's good. Alright, that lasts a while.
A lifeboat! That means there's still a chance!
Shut your trap, kid! Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
Thank you! There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight down.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear?
Yeah, let's go help them out. It's the right thing to do.
The Magister lies on the floor,
nothing
unconscious
we
and
can really do
bleeding
to
from a
save this person.
dire-looking wound.
I mean, yeah, better for them to die this way than to die suffering from a wound.
If you can walk, get yourself up the ladder. There's a... Wait! Voidwoken!
Oh, alright then.
These beardless bugs won't sink a ship on my watch.
Oh, I guess was he a geomancer? Oh.
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
Oh, nice.
Let the games begin.
Greet the Reaper for me.
They who are about to triumph.
I'm assuming these don't have anything. Yeah.
Don't have much time. We make a pretty good team.
Had to open your big mouth.
Wait! We need to wait!
There's no time.
I've seen some movies about creatures like that on certain websites.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
So the Order's right about one thing. We attract Voidwoken. Am I the lone survivor?
Let's pick up some of those shells.
Only one way to find out.
Oops. Alright, we took a whole flower pot.
Imagine having the gall to want 100 generations gazing at your own face.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
The child screws up his face and looks at you hard. He lifts his mirror up to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong or crazy. Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island, and it's a lot nicer out here than outside. They're gone now. The Magisters took them already. I guess now they're cured. And maybe they're waiting for me back at home.
Oh no, they've been cured, quote unquote. Yeah, your parents are fine.
But you didn't die. There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see. I guess I am, but it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary. You can stay out here with me if you want. You don't seem that scary.
Imagine having the gall to want 100 generations gazing at your own face.
There's some loot in here. Oh, some woodworking over here.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn. They made it to shore. I'm ready.
See if we can knock both of them over. Now we'll encourage ourselves. And we'll end our turn. Oh, I forgot to level up. No, that's fine against these. Can we not pull them over? Oh yeah, we can. There we go.
I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay.
Alright, let's level up. Attributes. There we go. I want to do a bunch of damage. And let's get warfare leveled up. I think persuasion's probably gonna be good to have. How much can we carry now? We can carry 140 now, that's pretty good.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smoldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
Yes, I imagine you do. You're made of sterner stuff than I first gave you credit for. Chances are I wouldn't have survived the shipwreck had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
My gratitude is worth a great deal if only you'd realize it. But of course you don't, so we'll leave it at that. As for the slave thing, let's forget about all that, shall we? One good turn deserves another, so you may as well have your freedom. Now then, if there's nothing further... I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing out over the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? White. Which goes for the dry parts round here too, I imagine.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost. What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? Oh, may the Seven have mercy on their own creation. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World Tamer, the spouse of the Sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have. Then by all means, dash.
He watches you depart without another word, then turns back to face the sea.
Boring.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get Los, Beast, and Sabine in our party. I'm not really too interested in Fane and
Maybe my luck is about...
The cat's eyes are clouded
the Red
and grey,
Prince.
but it stares at you with acute intensity. Its eyes clear, and it shakes its head, confused.
Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? I'm sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me. Adults always want to talk.
Oops, accidentally stole all your shells to sell. Bruh.
Alexander.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Stay silent, you!
Bishop Alexander looks up at the sound of your voice, curiosity on his face. Recognition seems to flicker in his eyes for a moment, but then he shakes his head and looks back towards the suffering Atusa. Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
Come on then, let's lay up.
I find I need bread. I want no trouble. This is not your business, Long.
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that. Especially a cheapskate like this one. Griff already knows she don't like to pay her fair share. Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
He visibly freezes in fear, stammering a pitiful apology and backing away from you and the elf.
Ah, get out of here, will ya? Both of you ain't worth my time.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Oh, whoops, that's actually not what I wanted to do. Otherwise I was gonna rob someone else when we're not around.
I find I need... This is not your business.
Don't let this pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Just stand aside, won't you? I'll wipe that grin off your ugly mug, mate. Learn to mind your own beeswax.
Ooh, backstab. That one's armored.
The glory is mine.
Yeah, we can get done with that. And then can we do this? Oh yeah, we can hit, I think we can hit both of them. Oh, whoops. She didn't. Oh no, she's an enemy now. Okay, we have to reload. Oh man. Alright.
This is not your...
Don't let pay up, Elf. No one shorts. Just stand aside. I'll wipe that grip.
Alright, we'll also have to be more careful this time. Actually, that's encouraged. Oh, attack of opportunity. Definitely glad I got that. There we go. So much. They got a lot of armor, so let's do that. There we go.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
Bow your head, please! If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend!
Alright. Anyways, I think I'm gonna stop for now. This just seems like a good place to end. I'm gonna find someone to raid. I'll be back online later, but I'll probably be playing something else. Alright, I found someone to raid. Thanks for watching.